now that the presents, presumably, are open at your home, there might be some gifts that you would like to return. Michelle Mason, Senior Vice President of the Better Business Bureau, Southeast Florida and the Caribbean, joining us here. Thank you for being here with us.
Sure,
to get the most out of your holiday returns, there are a couple things that we should know about. Stores are not legally required to accept items for refunds. Didn't know that. They're not required to accept things for credit, exchange, unless there's really something wrong with the product. But there are some rules that stores do have to follow. Michelle, what are they?
Right. Well, most stores do have policies that allow you to return something. Sure. Really, the trick is making sure you know what those are. And for people out there shopping, we're hoping that they did pay attention at the time that they did their shopping so that whoever received that gift doesn't have a lot of trouble returning it.
So hopefully you did that and you know what the policy was.
Right.
But it is important to know they're not legally required to do this.
Right. It does vary from state to state. There may be some exclusions about certain things, but typically it's up to the store. As long as they follow their policy, then that's all that we look at.
Didn't know that. All right, you say timing's everything, so is going out, say, tonight if the stores are open or even tomorrow to return gifts a good idea in your opinion?
Well, unfortunately, there's probably going to be a lot of people shopping the day after Christmas, so it may not be the ideal time. Be prepared to wait into a long line, but at the same time, you don't want to wait long because usually the clock starts at the point that the gift was purchased if there is a deadline for returns.
Sure.
Not when you received it. So keep that in mind. You don't want to wait too long or you may not be able to return it.
Wow, so if somebody shops earlier in the season, I did that a lot.
Right.
Goodness gracious.
Just depending on the policy, you know, most stores are probably going to work with people, but there's a possibility they may not.
Good to know. All right, what if you have a large item or you're going to return an electronic item? Stores, you say, can charge you an extra fee to return an electronic item?
Again, it's one of those things you just want to do your homework and know, because for something large, it could be something like furniture, there could be some restocking fees, and with electronics, they do want to make sure everything is still there and nothing's been used, or they couldn't resell it at the same value.
That's
so
true.
they ask you, keep it in the box. Don't open up the box. If you see it and you know you don't want it, do not open that box, and that way it'll be a lot easier to return.
Good to know. What if you purchase something online or somebody purchased something online for you? What are my rights as a customer to return that item?
Well, it's pretty much the same thing as when you go to the store. You want to know what the policies are, and that company should fulfill those. But make sure you do your checking. They should be clearly explained on the website, and there could be exclusions. So again, you just want to check as we say, the devil's in the details.
And you might have to pay that shipping fee. They're not necessarily on the hook, the company that is, to pay for your shipping. They have to pay to get that back.
That's right. There could be a fee associated with it, so just be prepared that it may cost you a little bit to return that gift.
Michelle, thank you so much for being here. You always keep us safe. We appreciate the BBB so much. You guys have so much territory you cover now. You amaze me. I covered you years ago when you were just doing South Florida. Now you're doing Caribbean too.
We've grown a lot.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody at the BBB.
Thanks so much.
We appreciate you. All right. We will put everything on the website as well that Michelle just shared with us. You can go to WPTV.com/TheNow. Make sure you know all your consumer rights before you head back to the stores.